Inner Fight Endurance Q&A show 23. We've made it to December. Christmas decorations are up.
The festive season is coming.
Are you a Christmas man?
No, I hate it.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything.
Fair enough, mate.
Yep.
Full Grinch.
Sorry,
Full
yeah,
Grinch.
no, that's just me. I'm not, no tree, no decorations and nothing.
Love it.
Yep.
Right, as always, we have 2 discount codes for you. One for the legendary Naked Running Band, Inner Fight 15, and the second for puresportsnutrition.me, code Inner Fight 30. I'm rushing through those because today is quite an interesting start to the show, mate.
Yeah.
This comes out on Friday,
Yep.
so tomorrow, Ironman Bahrain, Ironman 70.3 Bahrain,
Happens.
also the Middle East Championships.
Yep.
What are we expecting, mate? From let's start with the pros and let's start with the women.
Now, my last set of predictions were not great.
They weren't.
In fact, I'd go as far as to say they were rubbish. So, from the women, I think that the men's field is a little bit stronger.
Well, it's massive, compared to the women.
I think on the women's side, I don't think you can look past Holly Lawrence and Ellie Salthouse. I think after that, it's a bit of a lottery. To be honest, I don't really know many of the other girls in the field. So I think Holly Lawrence, assuming she's come back to anything like the form that she was at before her injuries, I think she runs away with it. Tomorrow.
So I think it's been since was it her last race, Dubai?
Could have been. I know she won the World Champs 2016.
Yeah, 2017. She I think pulled out, or she was. Yeah, she did on the bike.
Yeah.
She pulled out with a bad
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
And then that bad back carried through, I think, and now this is her first race back
Yeah.
for a long time. So we'll see. Those Bahrain Endurance females just have Daniela Reef to chase around.
Yeah, which is not
I
a
think
bad
most
thing.
of the blokes are chasing around as well, aren't they?
Yeah, the vast majority for sure.
So what about the men's field, mate?
The pro field looks really good, and I got to tell you, I mean, Terenzo Bozzone coming off the back of a 70.3 win 2 weeks ago, Ironman win last weekend. If he's got any legs, well, I mean, kudos to him. I don't see him being strong enough to beat Christian Blumenfeld, who's just an absolute animal. He won it last year, and I don't see anybody being able to touch him. I think if he carries the form that he showed in Super League through to this, and I know it's a totally different thing, I think he'll crush it.
Okay. I was at a nutrition seminar last night, which was a Tuesday night with Secret Training.
Yep.
And Matt Troutman was there doing a talk, and he, I think, broke his back or something a few years ago, and he's on an ultimate comeback. He won Ironman Wales last year, which we know is
a solid race,
toughest courses out there.
Yep.
He's won a couple of 70.3s, and most recently, like an ultra race down in South Africa, I think. I think he knows he's stopping in the summer because his wife's having a baby. Okay. So he was talking about he's got quite a busy race schedule up until August. So actually, I think most people look to peak a lot of the pros look to peak
October.
Well,
September, October.
Yeah, for Kona.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he's thinking get his stuff done now, and then when the baby's there, he's going to have a bit more time.
He's a good athlete
flexibility to train for Kona.
Yeah, he's one of the Tri-Soto guys as well, right?
Yeah,
I know they like to race quite a lot, so he's definitely one to watch as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Blumenfeld wins. I think Bozzone is going to have a say in it, definitely on the bike as well. And then there's a few names that could jump out of nowhere. Andreas Rehler might have something to say.
School,
it's a bit retro, but he might have something to say.
Yeah.
And the Russian guy Chikin as well. And I probably haven't said that right, but he might also have a little bit of chat. So it'd be interesting to see. I think a lot of these boys who are coming up from short course, Adam Bowden's another one, have the leg speed to make a difference on the run. So it'd be exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, I look forward to it. Right, let's do the Q part of this.
All right.
This show. Shall
Okay.
we? First one comes in from a guy that we know is Seb.
Yep.
His Instagram name is @SceneGgen.
Is that right?
Or SceneGen. Anyway.
Seb.
Seb.
We'll call him Seb.
And Seb has asked a great question. I done a lot of work with this and use HRV for training around this subject a lot. So the question is, when is the body in a CNS state and when is it in a PNS state, and how should it be balanced? SNS is sympathetic nervous system, PNS parasympathetic nervous system. The differences: parasympathetic, where it rests, digests. Sympathetic is fight or flight. So you're never in one or the other. There's always a balance. And what you're basically trying to do is manipulate which one is in dominant, which one's going to be dominant at certain times. So the body essentially auto-regulates it through the autonomic nervous system. And so when you get that surge, that kick of energy, that adrenaline rush, we're very much in the SNS state. When you're getting that yawning, tired, we're looking to like sleep, your body is telling you it's in the PNS state. So what we want to try and do with that in terms of balance is have it so that when you need that kick, the drive, the adrenaline, i.e. in your training, usually in the mornings to get you going, start your day, you want to make sure that that state's ready to be kicked in and kicked off. But then equally as important, we want to be able to balance the PNS state. So when we need to recover, we need to put our body into a state of recovery and help it to rejuvenate, build back broken down tissues, muscles, digest the fuel that you've taken on board. It's equally as important to be able to go into that state. And what we see with a lot of, I'd say probably more we see with people trying to balance it to the PNS state. Would you agree, mate?
Yeah, I would.
So we've got a lot of ways to kickstart the sympathetic system. Caffeine, like a lot of the pre-workout things, general stress, motivation, music,
Track
Tuesday, your coach shouting at you.
Which does happen from time to time.
Yeah, but when we struggle with is that switching off, relaxing, letting the body just go into its little recovery coma, as I like to call it. So that's how I see it. What, mate, do you suggest ways for your guys to get into the PNS state a little bit more?
I think, I mean, a lot of it is to do with habit, and we live in a world where everyone's staring at their phone for crazy amounts of time a day. And I think that, you know, like just one thing that I really try religiously and do is to say, right, you know, for me, I'm normally in bed by 9 o'clock at night. So 7 o'clock, my phone is on silent. I'm not looking at it. You know, I might go to bed half an hour before I want to sleep. I'll read a book. And just kind of phase into that point where it's like, right, sleep time. I think where, you know, if you're working and watching TV or something exciting on the TV, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, now it's bedtime. You got no chance really. So I think just like for me, it's more about routine as much as anything. Yeah, and like screen emits a light that makes the sympathetic state come alive a bit more. Yeah. And what you're essentially doing is, if you're constantly in that sympathetic state, you're essentially like burning candles at both ends, right? And you need that PNS state to help you to be able to go back to that sympathetic state when you need it. So there's a load of stuff out there on this. Maybe I'll do a bit of a longer article on it just to help some guys out with it. But that's essentially how we're looking to balance. The key word there is balance, and you're never in one or the other. You're always sort of, one needs to be more dominant at certain times. Cool. Next question is, I stuck it in there just for a bit of PR purposes, but I think it's a good question. It's another great name to try and get through. At Sorabovsky. I think you've got that. Going with that. Good, I live in Iran. Is there any way to have a coach from Inner Fight Endurance for long distance coaching? Mate, we've got 60 seconds to answer this question. Short answer, I'm just going to talk over you now. So the short answer is absolutely categorically yes. I have coaches I have clients in the UK, in Singapore, and the software and the systems that we use allow for coaching globally. And as long as you can communicate, whether it's via WhatsApp, Skype, pick up the phone the old school way, that's the important part. Pigeon. But the training and the coaching, the delivery of programming is easy. So I hope that answers your question. We have clients all over Europe, all over the world, and we even get them to like send videos back to us, feedback videos. A lot of the stuff we do is linked to videos that we make on YouTube, so it can work really seamlessly. So if it's something you're looking for, get in touch and we can certainly help you out. You miss a little bit of the personal contact, but I think there are ways around that for sure. Especially when you get to know us. It's not a bad thing.
Good, that's it. See you next week, guys.
Have a great
Post
week, guys.
Bahrain. Look forward to it.